Good morning, Anshu, and good morning to all of you. So, this class is long pending of accelerator and multiplier. Shri Krishnakant, good morning. This class of multiplier and accelerator function of economy is long pending. So, first I'll explain this thing, and I think some students have requested to explain this uh, ISLM curve. So, I will also take this one. Okay, but first let's understand what is multiplier and accelerator. Right. Though multiplier and accelerator effect itself is associated with what? It is itself associated with ISLM curve. Right. But because this topic is pending, so we must have to finish that topic. Then I'll do the revision part. Some students have requested to me to provide some revision kind of the thing also. So I'll do that thing. And for curve and all, I'll going to create one PDF where all the curves related, for example, elasticity related curve or color related thing, I will put in one PDF. Okay. And in case of you have a doubt, I think all of you have joined this session. Sorry, this Telegram group for the paid student. If you have not joined, you can join it from the application itself. In the app, there is an icon to join the paid users group, right? So you can join that paid user group, and in case if you have any doubt or question, you can ping me directly. I will answer your question. Sometimes what happen, it is not possible to write, so I will send a voice note and I will make you understand if you have any doubt. So you can contact me directly from there, from the Telegram group. I hope you know my name. My name is Rahul Tiwari. So I'm available with my name only there. So you can directly contact me in case of any doubt related things. Okay. Now let's start this multiplier and accelerator function. Multiplier and accelerator function. These two functions are basically based on Keynesian theory, right? They are basically based on Keynesian theory. Actually, it was John Maynard Keynes who has given the concept of propensity to consume. He has given the concept of propensity to consume, and when we say the propensity to consume, right, propensity to consume means if our income is going to increase, how much amount of consumption we are going to do with that income, right? So income increases, consumption and savings both increases. So what amount we do consume, that is known as a propensity to consume, right? And with this, we also came to know the concept of marginal propensity to consume. Marginal propensity to consume, in short, we write it as a MPC, marginal propensity to consume. What it means that? What marginal propensity to consume explains. Propensity to consume means how much we are going to consume of our total income, right? So, of total income, how much we are going to consume, that is shown by propensity to consume. Then, what marginal propensity to consume is going to show? An increase in the income. Suppose that income is increased by 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees is what? Increase in income. So income is increased by 100 rupees. Now how much part of this income we are going to consume is known as marginal propensity to consume. Suppose that a person's income is what? Person's income is 300 rupees per day. Okay, his income is 300 rupees per day, and out of this 300 rupees income, he is consuming how much? He is consuming 200. 200 is consumption, right? So it is reflecting the propensity to consume. Out of 300 rupees, he is able to consume 200, right? Now his income is further increased by how much? His income is increased by 100 rupees. Now his income is 400 rupees, right? His income is 400 rupees. Why? 300 plus 100, 400. Now what we found that now he is able to consume 260. He is able to consume 260. That means due to increase, or it will be better like it shows increase in consumption due to it shows it shows rate of increase in consumption due to increase in income, right? So income increased by 100 rupees and increase in consumption is 60 rupees. So now he is able to consume how much? How is able to consume 260. Earlier he was consuming how much? Earlier he was consuming 200 rupees out of 300, but now he is consuming how much? Now he is consuming 260. So the propensity to consume is 200, but marginal propensity to consume is 60, right? It is a 60%. Whereas the rest of the money he is saving. Rest of the money is saving. So if we will say what is propensity to save? What is propensity to save? Propensity to save means how much we are going to save of our total income. That is propensity to save. Similarly, what is going to be marginal propensity to save? That is MPS. And what is going to be it? The amount of what? The amount of total income increased going to be saved. So for example, here how much income was increased? 100 rupees income is increased. Earlier he was getting how much? Earlier he was getting 300 and he was consuming how much? 200. So if we'll take the same example, so 200 is a consumption, so propensity to consume was 200, so propensity to save will be 100 rupees. If we are taking the same example, 300 rupees is income, 200 is a propensity to consume, 100 rupees is a propensity to save. So again, when the income is increased by 100 rupees, so 100 rupees is being added in his income. Now he is consuming how much? 260. And earlier he was saving 100. Now he is saving 140. So total saving is what? Total saving is 140 right now after an increase in the income. But marginal propensity to save is going to be how much? 40 rupees 40. So one thing you should have a clarity in the mind: what is propensity to save and propensity to consume, and what is marginal propensity. When we talk about the marginal, we are going to see the rate of change. whenever this term marginal is going to be used, we always should keep this thing in our mind. Now we have to check what is the rate of change, what is the change is going to be happen there, right? So 300 was income, consumption was how much, 200, and saving was 100. Now income is 400 and this is 260 and this is 140. But if somebody is going to ask what is marginal propensity to consume plus marginal propensity to save, so it was 60 and it was 40, right? So for formula, because we are going to calculate this in the percentage basis, so what we consider is MPC, marginal propensity to consume, plus marginal propensity to save is equal to 1. Both are going to be equal to 1. So if we will consider the case of rise of 100 rupees in the income, what we have explained, I have explained above, then MPC is 0.60, that is 60%, and it is how much, 0.40, so it is going to be 1. So suppose if we want to calculate what is marginal propensity to save, and we know this data, what is marginal propensity to consume. If we know what is marginal propensity to consume, then we can find it how, MPS is equal to 1 minus MPC. So basically you have to understand first what is propensity to consume and what is propensity to save. Means how much we are spending and how much we are saving. When we go for marginal propensity, that means what is the effective change when income is going to change. So marginal propensity, it can be what, of consumption or saving. So it is going to show us rate of change in consumption, rate of change in savings when income is going to be changed. So I hope this concept of MPC and MPS is clear, and why we have put it 1, because ultimately the income is going to be either consumed or saved, right? So I hope you have the clarity till then here. So if any doubt, let me know. Otherwise, I will move further and to explain accelerator and this function, accelerator function and multiplier function. So please let me know. Is it clear? So I move forward. No comments. Okay. Sir, SEBI topic के लिए foreign exchange market BOP not covered by you in the mains. Date is 20th March. Jeet is asking APC and APS is yes, also that is going to. See, average propensity to consume and marginal propensity to consume. These are two different things. Average is, suppose that I am having the income of 300, now I am having the income of 400, right? So 400, we will take the average total upon increase, right? Total upon increase. Whereas when we go for the marginal kind of the thing, right? So average is total upon number, Average means what? Total upon number, that is average propensity to consume. So suppose that now you have 400 total income. Out of that total income, how much you are consuming? 260. So that is going to show what? That is going to show your average. Whereas when you will go for the marginal, that means we are not going with the 400. Earlier it was 300, now it is 400. So 400 minus 300, it is going to show the change in the income. 400 is going to show the total. So total upon quantity is an average. Why? While marginal means what? Increase, effective increase. So effective increase, now it is 400, earlier it was 300. So effective increase is how much? 100, and it is how much? 60. So in that way we are going to conclude what is actually marginal and what is actually what? Average. So average and marginal are two different things. Current affairs. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Regarding current affairs, Akash Mera, I will come to your question. Hold on. सर आज क्या क्या इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स कवर करेंगे आप? So first of all, Rohit, in what context you are asking about the SEBI or you are asking about the current affairs class? I just updated in the Telegram group about the timing of the class of the current affairs. Current affairs class timing is going to be 9 p.m. Okay, the current affairs class is going to be held at 9 p.m. Not right now. So I have changed the schedule for today's current affairs class. So those students who are here to join the current affairs class, they can join at night 9 p.m. Again, I will remind you in the evening. Okay. Now, first of all, Akash Mehra's question. Akash, sir, topic like foreign exchange market and BOP market is not covered by you in the mains paper date is 20th March. I will discuss this thing with the Ashok sir and I will come up with the solution. Don't worry. Topic, I will cover it. I will cover the topics. BOP as well as the foreign market exchange, I will cover. For today's topic is accelerator and multiplier function, a quick revision of ISLM curve. This is today's topic. Right, this is today's topic. This accelerator and multiplier function, then I will come with the ISLM curve revision kind of the thing. Okay. Yes, this session is only for the SEBI. This session is only for the SEBI student. So if you are not appearing in the SEBI exam, I don't think so. This session, specifically this session, is useful for you because it's a typical economics part which is not going to be used by your RBI exam. So it's a typical economy part, accelerator and multiplier function. So if you want to attend the session to get the knowledge, then you can be remain here. And if you want to be specifically only for your exam focus, then I think there is no need to be in this session. Rohit, I think you got the clarity about average and this one, marginal, right? Please do not be confused with average and marginal. Otherwise, you are not able to understand anything. Still, if you have a doubt, go to the basic book of any basic book, what average means and what this marginal means. Just try to read it. Still, there is a confusion. Pin me in the Telegram group. I'll explain. See, I have a limitation today. I have other engagements also. So, whatever I'm able to cover it today, I will cover it today. Otherwise, I will take another session tomorrow. I will take another session tomorrow. I have discussed this thing with the Ashok sir, and I conveyed him that whatever I'm able to cover today, I will cover it today. And whatever I'm not able to cover tomorrow, I will cover it tomorrow. Okay. Okay, Nikki. Sir, please summarize the difference. So, you guys have not answered my question. I was asking, this concept of marginal propensity to consume and saving is clear, because if it is not clear, then you are not able to understand the multiplier, especially multiplier function. Accelerator function is not too difficult, but multiplier functions, if you want to understand, you must know the propensity, marginal propensity to save and consume. Okay. Okay, so if it is clear, now we must have to understand what we must have to understand. The main thing of today's session is multiplier, right? Multiplier and other is accelerator. First, I just want to explain you the difference. What we do see in the multiplier and what we do see in the accelerator, right? In the multiplier effect, our focus is on change in GDP or income. Whereas in the accelerator function, we are focused to see change in investments. So we are here to see the change in the investment, and we are here to see change in the income, right? So this thing you should keep in your mind. This is the fundamental difference between multiplier function and accelerator function, right? Accelerator function and multiplier function, right? In the very simple word, I have one car which I can accelerate, right? Which I can accelerate, right? Whereas multiplier means I have one car and I have to see how much income I can generate, more income I can generate from that car. Whereas accelerator function is going to focus on what? I am having one car and I am generating some income. So I am going to see, suppose that I'm a Uber driver. Okay, I'm a Uber driver. So if I'm looking at the multiplier, right? If I am looking at the multiplier, so with my car, how much income I am able to increase, right? How much income I am able to increase with my that Uber car, right? Whereas if I'm looking at the accelerator function, my focus is not just to increase the income. I will always intended ki let's how to make certain changes, or what kind of the changes will be there, so that I can have one more car, or even not car, so at least I can go for bike also, that can be used for this riding based application. So right now I have only one investment, that is car, right? With that car, how much income I am going to increase? I'm able to increase, that is multiplier function. If I have one car and now I am looking towards what should be what should I do so that I can have one more car for the income generation purpose? Right. So similarly, when government is focused on the multiplier function, government want to increase more GDP. Government want to increase more GDP means more income. How more income can be generated? So this is the objective of multiplier function. Whereas accelerator function means what? Can not only just increase the income. We must focus on those things which have a capability to increase the investments, right? So is it clear what is the basic objective of multiplier function? Again, a pictorial kind of explanation. I have this production unit named as a production unit. So with this production unit, how much income I can increase. So that is going to be the objective of multiplier function. But if we are focused on accelerator, then I'm not just focused on what? How much income I can increase. I am trying to have one more unit of production. So my focus is on to increase A plus A dash. So I want to go for more investments. Right? I hope this is clear. Now let's focus first on what? First on multiplier function. So as I told you, ki multiplier function is intended to increase in what? To increase, to see how much increase in the income, right? And because this multiplier function and accelerator functions are based on what? Keynesian theory, right? And Keynes always focus on what? Consumption part, right? Consumption part. So according to Keynes, if private consumption is low or decreasing, and that is causing recession and or depression in economy, then in that case what should be done? Then government should go for increase in public expenditure in order to break this cycle of recession and depression. This is the basic fundamental concept of Keynes. So Keynesian theory was given to come out of the problem, right? To come out of the problem. So you are using a medicine. Suppose that you have some means cold and cough related issues. So doctor told you that you can take medicine A2 medicine you can take so that this problem is going to be resolved, right? So you started using this A2 medicine in order to come out of that problem of cough, cold and frequent cold and cough problem. So you started using, and later on you find that this A2 medicine is not just only A2 is medicine. What? It is an immunity booster. It is an immunity booster. So your immunity level was low. So he has given this medicine to make your immunity proper. But what you did, you continuously started using this medicine so that you can increase your immunity level from here to here. So earlier your immunity level was -2. So you started using this medicine and you came to the normal immunity level, but you want to increase your immunity level to +2 and you continuously using this thing, right? So your immunity level is increased. But if you are going to continuously consume this medicine, maybe at a certain point of time, it is going to create certain side effects, right? So similarly, the Keynesian theory was. So Keynesian theory was given in the context of what recession was faced by the US economy in 1929. That was the main reason why he has given his theory. But when his theory was continued and applied even after the recession, income starts increasing, Means your GDP and income what started is increasing. So that is why people will came up with the idea of these functions like what accelerator and multiplier function. So this was the reason why accelerator function and multiplier function was being given on the basis of Keynesian theory, right? So I told you Keynesian theory is focuses on what? Consumption, right? So it focuses on consumption, and what we are going to say that if private consumption is low and that is causing recession and depression, increase in the public expenditure, right? So you can resolve that problem. Now our focus is what? Our focus is to increase GDP. So what you thought that if this consumption function can allow us to come out of recession and depression, why we should not use this consumption function of Keynesian theory to accelerate or multiply our GDP? So this increasing the GDP, to increase the GDP, you have used this consumption function, and under this consumption function, government is going to increase its public expenditure. So that means government is going to increase the public expenditure. So whatever the spending is being done by the government, definitely it is going to increase, right? So suppose that earlier government was spending 200 crores. Now government is saying that we are going to spend 300 crores. So government spending is going to be increased by 100 crores, right? So spending by the government is increased. Now what we have to look is how much increase in GDP. So government has increased its expenditure from 200 crores to 300 crore. That is effective. What is the marginal change? Marginal change is 100 crores, right? So marginal change in the government expenditure is 100 crore. Now it is 300 crore. Now we want to see how much increase in GDP. If I am saying that we are looking, see, I have a question for you. My question for you is, we have increased government expenditure by 100 crore, and within this increase we want to know how much increase in the GDP. So my question to you is, what we are looking at accelerator or we are looking at multiplier? Tell me where we are going to look, what we are going to seek, is what we are going to intended to find. It is multiplier or accelerator? When I am saying that how much increase in the GDP? Yes, multiplier. We are looking at multiplier, right? So for multiplier, we have a formula of multiplier effect. We have a formula for multiplier effect, that is 1 upon MPS. In some book, it is written like 1 upon 1 minus MPC. So I told you MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. That 1 is indicating our total income. It is marginal change in consumption, marginal change in savings. So MPS is equal to 1 minus MPC. Right. So in the most of the book, either you are going to get this formula or you are going to get this formula. But again, it is incomplete. Multiplier effect, correct formula is MPS plus taxes plus import. It is, this is the correct formula. This is the correct formula of multiplier effect. Okay. Now, maybe you are not able to understand right now. When I will explain with the example, I hope it is going to be a little bit clear. More clarity you are going to get. Right. So I said earlier government was spending 200 crore. Now government has increased its spending to 300 crore for a particular section. For say means any spending we can take. So expenditure is increased by government 100 crore. So don't worry, I will give the PDF. I will give the PDF. In that you can find the formula. Or I will share this annotation also. I will share this annotation also. So it is going to be little bit clear. And why MPS is equal to tax plus import, I will also explain. Because in some books it is mentioned as a leakage. This taxes and imports are being considered as a leakage. But it is very important to mention them. It is very important to mention them. See, the problem is this subject is a subject people are not interested. People are not interested because it need lot of effort to understand this subject. Fine, so people are not interested. And when there are 100 people, try to understand, if there are 100 people and 4 people are saying that yes, and 96 94 sorry 96 people are saying that you are 4 people like you, me, and all of these people who are here, they are saying yes, we are right, and 96 people are going to say that no, you are wrong. So what is going to be accepted? It is going to be accepted we are wrong, right? So the problem is, first of all, this subject is not properly taught in India. That is hard fact. And whatever is being taught, right, the majority of the people they are teaching or they are explaining, they are not coming the proper economics background, right? If they are coming from the proper economics background, it's very difficult for them to explain this thing. For example, when I started this multiplier function and accelerator function, what I have started? I have started with the propensity to consume, propensity to save, then marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save. Go to any video in the YouTube and just try to learn from them. They are going to start with what is multiplier function, because they are assuming what they are assuming ki you already know what is propensity to consume and what is propensity to save. But I know that ki most of the people do not have the understanding of the basic concept, because when I tried to learn, I was not also able to understand what is propensity to consume and what is propensity to save. So I went there first to understand that concept. So with the same belief, I started here also, right? So this is why there is some discrepancy what is in the books and what I am explaining here. What I explain here, I always used very standard books of Indian writer, very standard writers, or the foreign writer, right? So this is maybe some differences what I am teaching here and what you find in some sources. Okay, Jeet. So focus on this. You will understand very clearly. So government has started increasing its expenditure, and suppose that increase in the expenditure for road construction. So road construction spending is increased by 100 crore. So that means when the government is going to spend this extra 100 crore on road construction, this money spent extra spending by the government will first go to whom? Contractors who are taking the contracts of the government for the road building. So this extra 100 crore will go to whom? First, it will go to the contractors. That means the income of contractor is going to be increased. So this income, increased income, this increased income, he is going to increase his spending and saving. So when his income is going to increase, the increased income going to be either used in consumption, or it is going to be used in for the purpose of what? Savings. it is used for the purpose of consumption or it is being used for the savings or both, right? So when he is going to spend more, then the income, the increased income which is went to his hand, some part of the income from his hand will go to what? Maybe go to the car company, maybe go to the restaurants, maybe go to any other means merchandise. So he is going to spend, and when he is going to spend somewhere, then that means what is going to happen? The income of the restaurant, the income of the car company, the income of any other merchandise which he is going to purchase is also going to increase. So we have put money in one sector, but that is going to start flowing in the other sectors also, right? So we are going to push one sector, and spending, high spending in that one sector is going to create a multiplier effect. This is what we say the multiplier effect. Spend at one sector, and from there other sectors are going to be impacted. Now the basic point is we have increased 100 crore. We have increased the 100 crore. Now we have to see how much it is going to be multiplied. How much it is going to be multiplied, right? How much we have increased? 100 crore. So we have increased 100 crore. For an example, just for basic means understand in the simple manner, consider it's 100 rupees. So we have increased 100 rupees, and that out of 100 rupees, definitely either he is going to consume and he is going to save, right? But when he is going to consume, suppose that he is going to purchase any imported good which is not manufactured in our country. So any import by him is not going to create any multiplier effect. Why? In GDP, that is the domestic income, but the good which is imported, for example, he purchased the Tesla car in India. So Tesla is going to be introduced very in short span of time. Tesla is going to be introduced. So if you are going to purchase the Tesla car with the increased income, no GDP is going to be added. Why? Because it's an imported good and it is manufactured in other country. So GDP means what? The income which is generated in the domestic territory. So any imported item is going to decrease your capacity. Similarly, when you pay taxes, so that taxes are going to decrease what? Decrease your capacity to consume, right? And out of 100, if we are consuming 60, 40 is going to be saved, right? This was our basic calculation. 60 we are going to spend and 40 we are going to save. So 40 is not going to be spent. It is going to be used for the purpose of saving. And out of 60, if we have imported few things, that means it is not going to be added, right? Now what about the taxes? Generally savings are not taxed. So what we understand, the basic thing about the savings, initially savings are not being taxed. Means I earn 100 rupees. Out of that 100 rupees, I spend 60 rupees, right? 40 rupees I put in my pocket. So till then that money is in my pocket, nobody is going to tax. If I will put in the bank, if I will put in the mutual fund, if I will put in the bond purchase, then it may be taxed. But till then it is a pure saving, it is not going to be taxed. Whereas that consumption which is of 60 rupees, if I am going to consume something, I have to pay the taxes, right? So suppose that I am going to purchase a thing which is having the price tag of 60. So actually the price is 45, that 15 is tax, right? So 60 is a price of that good. My income increased by 60 rupees. So I have purchased this thing. So what happened? This 60 I use for the consumption, but actually how much I have consumed? 45, and this is tax. Okay. So just giving another example to give you the proper clarity. 100 rupees is my increased income. Okay. 100 rupees is my increased income, 40 is consumption, and sorry, 60 is consumption and 40 is savings. Okay, consumption and savings. So out of this 40, suppose that 20 rupees I have spent on imported goods. 20 I have spent it on the imported goods. Rest of the 40 I spent on food, or purchased good X from shop. So purchase good X and price is 40. So out of 40, I have spent 40. But what is the MRP? That is MRP, maximum retail price, is 40 rupees, and it is comprised of what? The price of good is 32 plus 8 rupees is tax. So 8 rupees is tax, 32 rupees I have spent, and how much I have savings? Savings is not equal to investment. I told you very clearly. So savings, till then that money is in my pocket, it is savings. When I will put that money in bank or somewhere else in the form of investment, only then it is going to be converted in what? It is going to be converted in the investment. Otherwise, it is savings. So my income is increased by how much? My income is increased by 100 rupees. I showed that I am going to consume how much? 60 and 40 I am going to save. My objective is to find what is multiplier value. I want to find multiplier value. So one way is what? One way is, I told you the formula 1 upon MPS. So 1 upon MPS, if we are going to take it, then how much it is going to be? MPS is what? MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. We have to find what? MPS, and we know that 60 we are going to consume, then it is 0.60 plus MPS. So MPS is going to be 0.40. It is going to be the MPS. So 1 upon 0.40. Right. So if we will go by this formula, what will be the value of multiplier effect? Tell me the answer. If we go by this formula, what formula? Multiplier value is equal to 1 upon MPS. If we will go by this formula, what will be the value? 1 upon 0.40. Tell me the answer. This is going to be the multiplier value, right? This is going to be the value of multiplier. Okay. It is 1 upon 0.4. How it is going to be 0.25? It is going to be 2.5, right? It should be 2.5. It is 1 upon 0.40. Okay, so you can see that if we are considering this formula, this formula 1 upon MPS, the value is coming how much? Value is coming 2.5. But if suppose that formula is what? Multiplier value is equal to 1 upon MPS plus taxes plus import, right? MPS is equal to taxes plus import. So how much I have spent on the import? 20. So it is going to be like 1. What is the value of import? 20. So it is going to be 0.20, whereas MPS is equal to how much? 0.40. And how much tax I have paid? 8 rupees tax. So how much is it? It is going to be 0.08. 0.08. So rather than just 1 upon 0.40, we are going to have 0.68. 0.68, and if it is 1.68, then the value is going to be so. Have you seen that how the multiplier effect value is going to be changed? Earlier it was what? Earlier it was coming 2.5. But when you take in all these things, what the taxes and import part, you find that the multiplier value is how much? 1.47. 1.47 is the value of multiplier. Right? 1.47 is the value of multiplier. So in that way, the multiplier value is going to be defined. Okay? I hope there is a clarity. Is it clear? Why the value is 1.47? So the point is, if you will take all the factors like import and what taxes. So can I say that taxes and savings put negative impact on multiplier effect. Why? If suppose that taxes are zero and import is also zero, right? Then automatically the entire amount is going to spend on the savings is going to be just 0.40, right? Taxes, savings, sorry, import, taxes, and savings put negative impact on multiplier effect, right? So this is the main thing you have to keep in your mind regarding multiplier effect. Okay, so imports, taxes, and savings, they are going to have a negative impact on this multiplier effect. Now when we talk about the accelerator effect, so there is no formula kind of the thing like accelerator effect. What we generally intended to see in the economy, suppose that in the economy money supply, there is a money supply in the economy, right? So with this money supply in the economy, there is a demand of money, and the demand of money increases and decreases with the interest rates. So if, okay, I'll take this in the just give me a minute, I'll explain this thing in, do you remember this ISLM curve? This curve where we put the interest rate and we put national income LM, and we have put interest rate and demand of money, IS curve. So we put both So do one thing. What I will do, I will give the revision of this ISLM curve followed by the accelerator function. Right. Basically, accelerator function, there is nothing much to explain about the accelerator function. I already explained to you in the beginning. With the accelerator function, what we do see, what is the impact on investment. Suppose that government has increase its expenditure. The basic example which I have taken, government has increased its expenditure by 100 crores. Okay, government has increased its expenditure by 100 crore. That means what? If it is increased by 100 crore, there will be some impact on increase in the income. That is the multiplier effect. Okay, that is multiplier effect. Now, this 100 crore spending, we want to see that, suppose that this builder, I have given the example of this builder, the money is spent by this 100 crore rupees is going to be spent by the government on construction of road. Okay, so construction of road, and that construction of road is going to be done by this builder. Construction of the road is going to be done by the builder, right? If you are going to see the construction of the road by the builder, and he is going to get 100 crores from the government in order to build that road. Earlier he was having four pair of machines, right? He was having the four pair of machines for the construction of that building. Okay, he have four pair of machines to construct that building, right? And he used this 100 crore which is given by the government to him to the construction, for the construction, and he just used that four machines only, right? So maybe there is a multiplier effect, but accelerator effect is going to be zero. Why? He constructed that thing with only four pair of machines. There is no additional investment. No additional investment, right? So multiplier effect may be there, whatever we have found that, but accelerator effect is going to be zero. But for this 100 crore worth construction, he increased his machines from 4 to 6. He increased his machine from 4 to 6. Then in this case, then in this case, what will happen? Then in this case, we can say that the multiplier effect is 1.47 what we have calculated. But here we can say that there is an effect of numerical value to number of the investment made by him. Earlier he was having the four pairs, now he is having the six pairs. So there is an accelerator effect also. Why? Because the investment is increased. So when the investment is increased, we will calculate in terms of what? Accelerator effect. Though there is no formula for it to calculate, and you should not go in that because it's very complicated, number one, to calculate, and it is not supposed to be asked in your exam, right? Anyhow, it's not having the worth. Otherwise I will explain the formula, but it is too complicated for your level, right? So you just understand what is accelerator effect. Accelerator effect is always going to show that increase in the investments. If investments are not being increased but money is being added and that is spent, then multiplier effect will be there. Accelerator effect will be only there when there is an increase in the investment. Dharmendra Singh, you can find the Telegram group in the application itself. In the application, there is an icon for joining the Telegram group. And if you are not able to find, please contact admin. He will help you. Okay, Dharmendra. So multiplier and accelerator is clear. Multiplier and accelerator is clear. Nishtha is saying clear. Okay. Curve PDF. Curve PDF. Just give me some time, my dear. Just give me some time. I am also a human being. I need some time to cover this up. I will do it tonight. Okay. I will do it tonight. uh, I will provide the PDF of curves and all. It not taking some time, but see, as you know that I prefer to do this thing in this way, right? So I will take all the curves related PDF, right? I will create it and I will send it. Means I will do it tonight, maximum by tomorrow morning or tomorrow. You can wait till then next class, which is going to be held tomorrow. Before that class, I will share that PDF. Okay, what? Okay, another thing what I can do is first I will explain you that PDF in the class tomorrow, all the curve related, how it is going to happen and work, including the ISLM curve. I will explain ISLM curve, all curves related to what, all curves related to elasticity and monopoly, monopolistic market competition. So I will explain all these topics in the curve, in the PDF, and I'll going to share that same PDF with you. Okay. So tomorrow probably at 6:30 or 7, 6:30 to 7:30, I will take this session, the remaining part of the SEBI topic, and then I will take this one, normal RBI. And for BOP topic, I will try to incorporate the BOP topic. Today is 6th. Maximum by 12th or 13th, I will cover those topics. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm winding up today's session. We will meet tomorrow for this SEBI session. Today in the evening for current affairs session. Okay, so have a good day. We will meet in the evening. Okay.